over here. BetterQuestionsEmail.com every week. One email, mental models, productivity, and more. Today is Brutal Truth Day. All right. You get the microphone. We're getting ready. We are cracking knuckles. Let's talk about this. This is sort of in response. I've been thinking a lot about, I'm working with a particular person, very smart person, highly skilled person, incredibly successful person, incredibly busy person. As often happens, these things are not unconnected, right? You work very hard. You tend to have a certain level of success. Okay. Here is the thing that I find fascinating. The thing I'm going to talk about today is that I've given this person an exercise to do, right? This is a goal setting exercise in which I say, okay, I want you to set goals at the 10-year level, 3-year level, and the 1-year level. All right. So we're setting goals for 10 years from now, 3 years from now, et cetera. We're breaking them down. And we've been kind of struggling on getting it done, right? There's kind of a lot of things happening. Life is happening. Things are chaotic. Things are busy. Can't get it done. Can't get it done. And, I've cajoled and I've sort of guilt tripped and I've been funny and I'm sort of looking for the way to kind of break through to this person. Here is the brutal truth that is underlying this cajoling and joking and guilt tripping. Here's the truth that's sort of underneath all this stuff. This is the stuff I'm not saying, but I probably will end up saying. And I'm going to say it to you, just like I'm going to say it to this person. Nothing you do, your work, your relationships, your kids, your business, your art, your mission, your charity, none of it means anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's completely pointless. It is. It means nothing. Exactly this much. Your vote doesn't mean anything. Your opinion doesn't mean anything. Your Twitter followers don't mean anything. Your family doesn't mean anything. Exactly this much. That's what it gets you. Now, I don't mean to say that it doesn't mean anything to you. I'm simply here to say it doesn't mean anything to anyone else or the world or the universe. You're not going to make it better. You're not going to make it worse. You are just in it. And the reason that I am saying this is because the only meaning and sense of purpose you will get, and to be clear, I think we need it. I think as people, we need to feel a sense of meaning. We need to feel a sense of purpose. We need to feel a sense of progress. But the only way you get it, because you're not getting it from the universe. You're not getting it from your political party. You're not going to get it from society. There's not going to be any pat on the back you're ever going to get that's going to make any of this worth it. It's never coming. So the only way you're going to get it is by validating yourself internally. What do I mean by this? I mean that any meaning you are going to ascribe to anything you do, your life, your business, your success or lack thereof, it has to come from in here. Because it ain't coming from out here. There is nothing out there. Why am I always so set on getting everyone that I work with to set goals? It's the very first thing I do with anybody. If I work one-on-one with someone in a coaching program, I sit down with them and I say, we're going to work on goals. Why do I do that? It's because anything you do, any decision you make in your life is either good or bad in relation to those goals. Should I get married or should I stay single? I don't know. Should I vote Democratic or Republican? I don't know. Should I record my album or should I get a job at the corporate office? I don't know. How could I know that? None of those decisions mean anything. They are not different or better or worse than each other in any way, except in relation to what you want. What do you want? It's the only thing that matters in terms of you making your own decisions. So if you don't set your goals, if you don't have a direction, which by the way, you just pick based on whatever's in here, your personal preference, not right or wrong, not big guy says you should, right? Steve says, should I buy more records or should I pay my water bill? Doesn't matter. What do you want more? Water or records? That's it. Here is the amazing thing about being a person that's alive right now. We are the first people, really, if you think of like a couple generations, right, to really wake up to the fact that we get to choose. That gets to be our responsibility, and you get to choose. You get to choose what your goals are. No one's going to tell you. You don't have to be a carpenter because your dad was a carpenter. You don't have to be a housewife because your mom was a housewife. You can be pretty much whatever you want. Within reason, sure. Some people have an easier path than others, absolutely. But basically, on average, you get to choose. But that choice is impossible unless you decide where you want to go. Should I record my record or get a job at the corporate office? I don't know. What do you want more? Security or artistic expression? Neither is good nor bad. They are just things. You could want one and not the other. You could want both. I don't know. Without the goal, the decision is not just impossible, it is meaningless. Meaningless. You really want to work less? Is that really what you want? Working less is neither good nor bad. It only matters if your goal is to work less. Maybe your goal is to make the maximum amount of money and you should work more. That's neither good nor bad. I can help you work more. I can help you work less. I can help you release a record. I can help you build a business. Doesn't matter except what is the goal. And if you will not take an hour, 2 hours, a day, whatever it takes to sit down and be honest with yourself and write down what your goals are, guess what? You're a coward. You are shirking the only responsibility you really have in this life, and that is your responsibility to choose. Well, I don't want to choose because once I choose, something's right and something's wrong. Something's either better or worse. All that is fear. That's all it is. It's not keeping your options open. It's not being free. It certainly isn't being too busy. It's fear. And if you can't get past this, then the entire rest of your life, everything you do, every decision you make, whether you let someone else make it for you or not, is meaningless. You can go in any direction you want if you don't care where you end up. But if you want to know what the right thing to do is, if you want to know what the moral thing to do is, if you want to know what the ethical thing to do is, if you want to know what the best thing to do is, you have to choose. And the way you choose is by sitting down and carving out the time and picking a goddamn direction. And maybe you get it right, maybe you get it wrong, maybe you change it, maybe you never do. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you choose. So stop wasting your time and stop wasting everyone else's time. I love you, and I'll see you next week or tomorrow.